It may be too dark for the video. Yeah, so maybe one more. Yeah, there we go.
That's good.
Right. Thank you. Now this thing is hit the computer thing again. Needs to scroll through all the way.
Come on in.
Good. Okay, so you guys let me know if this screen like changes
Video camera.
or
Excuse
I
me.
have to press some buttons to get back to what we're doing. Okay, can everyone hear me all the way back there? In case I end up not speaking loud enough, please raise your hand and let me know because I want to make sure you can hear all my things. I'd like to start by welcoming everyone to our first AGS meeting of the semester. My name is Dina Kavanich and I'm the AGS president for this term. We have here other AGS members, and board members, which I will introduce you in a little bit. But what I'd like to do is I'm going to try to get you guys out of here in the next 15 minutes or before 2 o'clock. One thing about this meeting is that it is very dense in terms of information. Mostly we'll cover the things like requirements and application and ways to fill them out and things like that. So if you could be patient with me this meeting, that would be really great. Our other meetings are a lot more fun and more relaxed. We get to do games, play games, and listen to guest speakers, and it's a lot more fun than this one. So I'll try not to bore you with way too much information. And if you get overwhelmed with the information I'm giving you, don't freak out because all of the forms and the information is on our website. And also you can always come see us at the office. We have office hours or call us or anything like that. We can help you with information that you need. So I'd like to start by telling you about what AGS is. It is a California Community College Scholastic Honor Society, and we were established in 1926, and there are about 214 chapters all around the state in California. Pretty much just about every community college has at least one AGS chapter in their campus. What we stand for, the Alpha, Gamma, Sigma, Alpha is excellence, Gamma is for knowledge, and Sigma is wisdom. So we try to live by those principles. I'm going to tell you about why you should join AGS and what the benefits are from it. And then later I'm going to tell you what you have to do to become the member and to keep your membership up to date and what you have to do in terms of points and things like that. The number one, I think one of the most important benefits of being a part of AGS is that you actually receive transcript recognition. So if you are if you're trying to applying for transfer to a UC or if you're moving on somewhere else after college in Marin, it really looks good on your transcripts. As you can see, it's commented on the transcript that you're a member of Alpha Gamma Sigma Society Club. And what it does, it actually lists all the semesters you were a member of, which is really good because it can show that you were participating regularly. Would you like, Kelly, can I ask you to distribute some forms? I think
Sure.
Can show your hands if you just walked in and you didn't get a form. Thank you, Kelly. So in addition to being recognized on your transcripts, AGS also, being a member of AGS allows you to receive benefits that are not necessarily available to other students. Some of them, as listed here, are, you are eligible for College of Marin AGS Academic and Service Awards. You're also eligible through AGS for academic and statewide scholarships. In addition to that, you can get letters of recommendations from our advisors. In fact, we have 4 or 5 advisors this semester. One of them is right here, Ms. Jessica Park. And we have also Tony Yoshioka, she's another member, Lori Orden, and Paul De Silva is also another board member, advisor. And what they do pretty much, they just help us figure out all the day-to-day and the things, the logistics of the AGS, and they're very helpful. So you can get letters of recommendations from them. It looks really good if you're transferring. Also, like in addition to getting letters of recommendation from your instructors, you could get some from the advisors, which I think would really benefit your pursuit for higher education. Also, an opportunity to be involved in community and give back to the community around us. One of the requirements of AGS, which is what makes us really different from other honor society clubs like Phi Theta Kappa, is that we not only do you have to be smart to be a member of it, you also have to show that you're a well-rounded person. And one of the ways we do that is by volunteering in the community. And so we have, I think we've now given about, as of the fall of last year, like 1,800 hours of community service in Marin County, and also like Napa County, I think Sonoma County, and San Francisco. So it's really a good, not only are you doing something well for yourself in terms of academics, you're going beyond yourself and giving back to your community, which I think is really important today. Another benefit is to, you get to meet other motivated students at College of Marin. And a lot of times, at least in my experience, I've made really good friends through this club. And so it just makes it, I think, for me, more fun to come to school when you actually have people you like and they have similar goals and similar things that they do. So I think it's a really great way to participate. It's also, as an AGS member, you get a chance to attend the state and regional conventions with other honor students from California. In fact, we have a spring conference coming up in April that is in San Jose, and I think all of the other AGS chapters throughout the state get together. It's different from the one that is in the fall, which is only like the regional. This one is the whole state of California chapters show up, and so it's a great way to interact with other AGS chapters and work on networking, getting to know other people could be useful in the future. So here are a few images from the past that we've helped the community, and we have worked with Habitat for Humanity, Marin County Parks, all of these up here that you see, Trips for Kids, Marin Relief, we've volunteered at the zoo and cleaned up a lot of stuff, and built homes for people, which was really rewarding, I think, and also many more. And also, if you have a charity or a cause that you believe in, that you like, we're more than happy to work together and figure out a way maybe we can rally the team and the members to go and do a volunteering and give to that service of your choice, if that's what you like. I mean, we're not specifically tied to these here. In fact, I would like to get more different places we can volunteer at. So feel free to give us your suggestions at the end. You can also win scholarships and awards. This is the photo of Tony Yoshioka, who is not here today, working on the left, and Rhea, one of our past friends, who won a scholarship, and Tony won an award of an outstanding AGS advisor, so that was really good. So some photos of creating lifelong friendships and all that good stuff. So now we're going to get to who can join AGS. And each of you have received an invitation letter, so the list was generated by the administration, so if you've reached a certain GPA or higher, you are eligible to join, but I feel like we should go through the details anyway in case you guys have any questions. So to qualify for the membership, you have to have completed at least 12 graded units in a maximum of 3 semesters, or 18 units in a maximum of So that's either here or at other institutions. What you need to do, and you have to have a GPA of 3.0 or higher. You can also, I think if you're coming from high school and you have a GPA of 3.5 or higher, you're still, even though you didn't complete the units here, you are qualified if you're a lifetime member of the California Scholarship Federation. So if that's something you have, but you don't have the units at College of Marin or another institution, you're still eligible to apply. Am I missing anything? Sound about right? This is another benefits for being an AGS member. We try to do fun things together, and also we have board positions in the club. So if you are interested in becoming a board member, come and talk to us, and we can try to figure out, being a board member gives you a chance to get experience in leadership and planning, and so it becomes useful later on. I think it looks good also in your applications. I think right now, I'll talk about later what positions we have available if you guys are looking to participate.
It's also good to note that if you are thinking about being a board member, it's good to have, it's not required, but it's good to have been a member of AGS, so for at least a semester. So if there's anybody in here that's already been a member and you're returning, because you have an idea of what AGS is about, how it runs, you experience the activities, so that's just something to keep in mind.
Great, yes, thank you. These are just photos from meeting other students from other colleges and attending regional conferences. Another thing that AGS does, in fact, every spring semester, we actually get a chance to recognize our teachers. So this year, the event is called the Year-End Celebration. It's basically an opportunity for you to show your gratitude and your respect for your teacher, someone maybe who's done. In fact, it doesn't have to be a teacher. It could be any faculty member or staff of College of Marin that maybe has influenced you or has helped you or has, you want to show them that you appreciate that. What we do is we actually we organize a dinner celebration at the cafeteria for one night, I think on Thursday nights and Friday nights. And you get to invite your teacher, and we provide the food and the music, and it's a chance for you to spend a couple of hours with your teacher, actually just getting to know them, not in the school environment. And Steve here has brought us brownies. Yay, Steve!
Which means come get them, folks.
Yes.
It's a great way of getting your points. An easy way of getting your points.
Not by eating them, by bringing them.
But yes.
Maybe you can pass them like in the bag.
Okay, I'll pass the box around. All right.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, why don't you pass them around?
Our AGS members also can choose to be recognized at the graduation with those stools, and it's a great way to kind of receive a recognition and for your academic.
And get a little bling on your costume too.
Yeah, it's totally bling bling. It's gold.
There's one little gold scarf.
Right. Also, what we try to do is bring guest speakers to our meetings, so it could be a useful and a good opportunity to learn something new, or if you guys have questions about some things, they can be answered. So we're going to try to get, I think, a live, like a motivational speaker come this semester. So once we have more information on that, we'll let you know, and we'll set up a meeting. We also have done things like demonstrations and try to get our voice heard. Another thing that we do is we participate, we create our own social events. So we could do billiard nights, or we can do stuff like game nights here at the campus or movie nights and things like that. In fact, our social coordinator position is open this semester, so if someone is interested in taking on that role, let me know afterward. We can kind of figure it out. So now I'd like to introduce you to the board and the advisors. Today we have a few board members that have classes during the Wednesdays at this time, and some have work. So they will be at tomorrow's meeting, but today they're not here. But I would like to introduce Suzanne Klein. She is our vice president. And why don't you tell us how long you've been here in the semesters? And
I've been at College of Marin since 2011, and I am currently trying to transfer next semester for nutritional science. So I'm taking a lot of really fun science classes right now, and some calculus. And I've been AGS for 2 other semesters, and last semester I was the ICC rep, which is the Interclub Council representative, and it's kind of a really low-key position, but you do get to network and meet with other people, and I went and joined Steve at the ASCOM meetings and learned a lot about campus, so that was good. It's if you ever have time, I would also suggest checking out the ASCOM meetings, and you learn a lot about Culture Marin and the goings on there. And this semester, I'm the vice president, and I have a question, actually, if you guys will humor me and raise hands. I'm trying to figure out where we should best, because I'm also kind of doing the web stuff, unless somebody else is like super web techie and wants to take over. Where we should be focusing where we're listing our events. So we have a Google Calendar that's live on the webpage right now, and we can put them on there, and then you can click on there and see the details, or we can list them on Facebook and post them on there, or we can just list them in text format on the website. Can you guys just raise your hands and tell me who would like to use Facebook the most for figuring out what's going on? Okay. And then what about Google Calendar? And then what about just checking out the AGS webpage? Okay, so by far that one. Okay, and so the webpage does have the Google Calendar on there, and we always try and keep Facebook updated too. But we'll make sure that we keep everything on there in list format. So.
great.
Okay.
Yeah, and the website right now is kind of in the development process, so there are some areas that are missing some information, but we will have all of that updated, I expect, by middle of next week. So I apologize if some of the things on there don't work properly. And next we have Kelly Thatch. She is our secretary. So she's a lovely lady who helps out with all the forms, and she keeps tracks of all of your forms and your applications, and she's very, very, very important. So do you want to tell us about your...
I ultimately straight out of high school, so it was 2011, and one of my first classes was actually with Jessica Park, and our advisor. But
Steve is in the room. Steve always takes all the attention.
okay, but I just
They don't even know we're talking about them.
so you guys can probably have a chance to meet the counselor, which is awesome. And I've been in AGS for 4 semesters now, for 2 years-ish. It's awesome, and hopefully it's around and as much fun as I have. So yeah.
Great, thank you. The next we have Barbie Carmona. She is our TAD coordinator, year-end celebration coordinator. So Barbie, do you want to tell us how long you've been here and what you're studying maybe? What you're up to?
Yeah, so I study psychology. I hope to get into law school in the next couple years. Yeah, so basically I'm the TAD coordinator, and that's the biggest event at the end of
Christian Rowland here. He's our joker and also our
Treasurer.
treasurer. That's
We
our-
entrust the Joker with the money.
Good point.
I haven't been one yet. I was treasurer last semester. It's a pretty cut and dry position. I just count, collect, deposit money from bake sales and membership dues, and disperse money for things that need to be bought, specifically the year-end celebration dinner. That's a big budget item. So, my fourth semester in AGS, and I guess my sixth semester at College Marin. I've been there for quite a while, hoping to leave after this one.
Good luck. In
No.
addition,
Can't leave. What can we do?
So, in addition to the board members here today, we also have Danielle Jones. She is our ICC representative, Interclub Council representative. So, she will be at tomorrow's meeting. If any of you guys want to meet her, she will be there. Thank you, everyone, for speaking up. These are some pictures from the past AGS. We have volunteered, as I mentioned earlier, for Habitat for Humanity and other events. This is our annual teacher appreciation dinner. We volunteered at Renew the Zoo and all kinds of, we've done, all kinds of different things, donated books. In fact, just to give you some figures, we have planted over 65,800 trees so far, and have prepared about over 9,200 meals at the Marin Food Bank. And we also have fed thousands of people through the soup kitchen, the one in San Rafael, the St. Vincent de Paul soup kitchen. So that was really great. And we also have provided countless necessities for homeless through our organizing our AGS drives. So it's a really good way to contribute. We've also done other things like Blue Star Moms. We've contributed to collecting things for the troops and done all kinds of other stuff. So I just wanted to give you kind of an overview of things. So I see some familiar faces here. Would anyone like to volunteer to speak a little bit about your experience with AGS and what it means to you? Barbie.
Oh, okay. So, AGS is awesome. This is about my fourth semester here. Basically, we go out and do volunteer work at like shelters or gardens. We meet a lot of people. We interact, and some of you might be thinking, oh God, this is so time consuming. But really, it's not. When you do the volunteer work, all you think about is, oh my God, this is so much fun. I cannot wait to go to the next event. It's really fun, and I am going to miss it a lot because I made a lot of friends here, and you make so many memories that you do not forget.
Thank you, Barbie. That was awesome. I just realized that I forgot one of our board members. He was just hiding back there. Andrew Connolly is our artistic director. He's right there in the blue shirt, the green shirt. He's the genius behind our really funny AGS posters that have been circling around campus.
Not the last semester.
current semester AGS does. Yeah. Would you like to say a few words about AGS?
Sure. I mean, it's like my last semester. I did AGS last semester, so this is my second semester. Comp's pretty isolating and breaking sometimes. It's like commuter school, and it's just like a nice group of people you're with that are like-minded and are interested in moving comp eventually. That's why.
Thank you. Yes, Steve.
As I'm sure you know, your president just mentioned, I'm your elected student body president for this year. But the very first student organization I got involved with on campus was AGS. And when I came to my first meeting, I kept hearing them talk about, you're going to make all these great friends, you're going to have all of this fun, you know. You may not have noticed, but I'm a bit older than some of you, just by chance, you know. And I knew members of AGS didn't, and it was actually through my interactions with AGS that I kind of lost track of the fact that, you know, some of you are maybe 5 or 6 years younger than I am. But, you know, some of the really great things about this organization are that really scary list of all the things we have to do. Once you learn how to do it, it's like, you can do it in a week. It really is nothing. You know, there are so many fun events that are planned. This thing looks great for your universities that you're trying to go to. You'll be able to find out more about who you are, because if you're like me, and I got here 3 years after you guys, but if you're like me, when you get here, you're really not sure where you're going and what you're doing. You know? And a lot of us change, if we have a major, a lot of us change it. But we get this close group of people. I cannot walk across the campus without seeing AJS people to bring a smile to my face. I can't walk through downtown Santa Fe or shopping mall without passing an AGS member, either current or past. You know, if you think like, wow, I got a really tough class. We do study groups together. We do all kinds of things. This is the most active student group on the campus, and I can say that as your student body president. This club does more to bring life to our campus than anything else, and this is just a really incredible place. So if you're like me, I got that list of stuff, and I was like, oh my God, I can go to the meetings that I can do, but everything else really scared me. It is so easy. And if you want to find out how easy it is, find somebody that's been here and walk and go, okay, so how do I do these? Because after they tell you, is that all? God, that's so easy. Like, is there one person in here that doesn't think that a study group is a good idea to try to get good grades? Anybody here think it's not a good idea? Most of us try to do at least one on a tough class before the final and before the midterm, right? Okay, well, if you've done 3 hours of study group in the whole semester, you just completed a whole area. And we do that automatically. You come to the meetings, you've completed a whole area. It's really not tough. You go out to one of those fun things that they do. And I mean, I've done some incredible stuff. And one of my biggest regrets is I'm so busy now, I don't get to go to as many of the community service events. But there's just all kinds of rocking stuff. And if you've always heard and you've never done anything that helps other people, you will have a smile on your face. Doesn't matter. I've heard them come back when they were just covered with mud, this and that, or sunburn. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh man, I wish I was there. You know, they're all trashed out from going out and having fun and doing something. So, you know, it's a great organization. I can't say enough about it, man. And I'm going on 5 or 6 semesters here. So, you know, and that's why I bring stuff to the meetings, because it really is an awesome place, and I'm looking forward to having all of you as fellow AGS members.
Thank you, Steve. Yes. John.
Hi, this will be my 3rd semester with the AGS, and I just wanted to let you all know that it's a great place to meet new people, experience different perspectives, and get a chance to get back to the community through service events that they allocate for you. So it's a great thing, and you guys should definitely do it.
Thanks, John.
I'm gonna say one other thing, just besides educational and meeting new people and having fun and getting to know your campus better, it's also really great for you as if you're young and you don't have experience in business or in communication or networking with other people. It's a really great way to just make these connections that are going to help you and help you grow as a person, to really know how to communicate. And event planning is something that's really important, especially if you're going to business, to be able to coordinate with people and have that basic kind of communication and ability to express what you need and put things together and, you know, put out fires. If you join the board, it's a really good way to gain that experience, and just being in the group, you'll be able to have new networking connections with people that can help you later on.
Anyone else? Okay, we can move on to your packets now. So each of you should have, well, first, does anyone have a packet, an application packet? Steve, did you grab one? I didn't see you taking.
I grabbed one the other day.
Ah,
Mine's already filled out back in the office.
nice. Thinking ahead.
What? No.
You make me look bad.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
even
no.
have one figured out.
Last year I kept meaning to go down and get one, and got mine in like just on the edge, sweating hard. So.
Nice. Okay, so you should have 4 forms, actually 5 forms. The first form is it's just your application for membership. Basically what you have to do is fill out all the blank fields that are on this application, and you need to attach your transcript. So it doesn't have to be like an official transcript, but just you could go onto your Moodle account and print your transcripts, and you could just staple it to your application or paperclip it. And the fee to apply to the club is $25. And with also, if you end up actually being late, you have to add $10 to it, so it's $35 after that. The form is pretty much self-explanatory. If any of you have any questions on how to fill it out, just come up to us after the meeting or come to the office and we can help you with that. We also have, in addition to this regular continuing and initial membership, we also have lifetime permanent membership. So I don't know how many of you around in here have completed 60 units already with College of Marin, or are about to complete 60 units with the semester. If you have a 3.0, I believe, or higher, you are eligible for lifetime membership. So you can just fill it out. Our lifetime members are exempt from doing the points and the community service and things like that. So it's a good way to stay an active member without having to do all the other requirements. So let us know if you have any questions. I did not include the lifetime membership forms in here because I wasn't sure of how many of you, if not everyone will be maybe a lifetime member. So pretty much your full names, your student ID, very important, your moon number. Make sure you list that on there. Your phone number and your email, also very important. And if you could please try to print the information, and also if you could cross out your zeros, so that way we don't get confused. It's especially hard when we're collecting the email addresses. If someone has an O and a 0, like it's hard to tell. So if you could cross out your zeros, I would really appreciate it. If not, it's not the end of the world. We'll figure it out. As long as your phone number is in here, we can get a hold of you. That's very important. And what you do is you sign at the bottom of the form. We do have here a request and authorization for release of information, and this is, read that through. Also, the photo release information. By signing this, you release the information that we can use, photos taken of you at the AGS events and things like that for our social media and our meetings and things like that. If you don't wish to release that, come and talk to us and we can figure something out. The second page of the packet is the points guideline. So this pretty much breaks down, as you will see on the third page there, the point report, there are 4 categories that we have that need to be satisfied. And the point guidelines give you ideas of what you can do to get points for a particular category. So as you'll see too, as AGS service, you get 25 points if you serve as a board member or an AGS assistant. So if any of you, because we will need some help for the TAD, for the year-end celebration and for other things this semester. So if you feel like you have a little bit of time to help out, or you want to do a fundraising like a bake sale or organize a community service event, let me know, and you can get 10 points for that. It's pretty much, it satisfies your category. Well, actually, that's 12-point minimum, so you would have 2 more points that you would need to do. And as you'll see, like there's, if you're serving as a committee, or if you donate baked goods. So if you guys were to bake some goods and bring them to our meeting, like today, you get 1 point for every dozen that you bake. The thing about the baked goods is that they have to be home baked. Like, you can't go to like Costco and Molly Stone's and bring in a bunch of stuff, which we'll be able to tell. So that's one way that we feel like you're contributing with your time and that you're making something good. So you can donate goods here at the meetings, or you can donate them when we do our fundraising events like bake sales and other events that we put together. So I have on this table, I've printed a sign-up sheet. So if any of you think you would be interested in doing in baking goods at some point in the future, write your name down and your email address, just so that I know we can contact you next time we have our bake sale event or whatever event we're planning to do. Then we can touch base and figure out, how many goods you're going to do and all that stuff. And also participation. If you want to participate and host a booth for our bake sale events, just write your name down and I'll contact you and we'll figure we'll go from there. So in addition to that, setting up and working at any of our events, you receive 2 points for every hour that you do. If you refer a member, that a friend of yours maybe who hasn't joined AGS yet, and you refer them and they join, you get a point also. We will have this semester a t-shirt design contest, so if any of you are artistic and you wish to participate in helping us create a t-shirt that we could make and we can buy and wear, and let us know. We'll have the t-shirt contest, but if you buy a t-shirt, you get a point also. The community service, the minimum requirement is 16 points, as you can see here, and that is, it's pretty much, if you think about it, if you volunteer once for 8 hours, let's say at an organization such as Habitat for Humanity, if you just do like one Saturday or a Sunday, depending on what your schedule is, you fulfill your community service obligation. So for 8 hours, you get 2 points for each hour. That is 16 hours for your membership. So you're pretty much done. Just volunteering once, which is pretty easy, I think. Community involvement, donating blood will give you 10 points. We actually have ASCOM is putting together a blood drive here on campus on February 24th.
24th?
Yes, and I hear that there will be free food there because one of the requirements to donate blood is that you have had some food that day. So
You don't want to donate if you're hungry. Really
right.
bad.
So we
Pass
will
out.
have the guidelines for the blood drive in terms of what they expect from you at the time when you show up. Like you have to have your picture ID, and there are all these different things you have to you have to have food and stuff like that. We will have that on our website. And also, if you have questions, let us know, and we can give you that information. So February 24th on campus. Is it all day, Steve, or is there a particular time?
It's about a 4-hour swing from around 10:30, 11 o'clock to, I believe, 3:30 or 4. And by the way, donating blood once takes care of a whole category.
Right.
One blood donation, and you have taken a whole category and completed it. It's that easy.
And saved a life.
I have a question about the blood. Do they take it out when you're there, or you show up with like an allergy?
They take it out there.
Yes, and since it's a blood bank, it's
Thank you.
only
Good
one way to
question.
deposit it.
Good question. Yes.
So I tried to do it the last semester, and because I'm from another country, they do not like me to do it. So you have to be at least, if you spend 5 years in another country, then I want to do it. Or if you're from another country.
Yeah, you could probably check there are definitely rules around it, restrictions. You could probably check them online if you're worried. So you don't waste your time. That is a good idea.
Yeah, I think you have to be here, I think the guy said 3 months or longer after visiting another country. is what he told me. I could be wrong. But we can also look into the rules and we can post them up on the website.
And you can go to blood banks of the Pacific and look at their donation rules, their medication exclusions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, really simple to find it. The organization is Blood Bank of the Pacific. You can go there and look up and see the things. And again, it's really important. If you're going to donate, drink lots of water that day.
We have had our previous blood drives have been really successful. In fact, when I spoke to the guy last time they were on campus, he said that they had to turn people away, like they couldn't get everybody at the time. So it's a really great way to give back to the community.
We have been involved in our blood from AGS has been involved in over 30 juveniles under the age of 2 surgery. 2 newborns had heart transplants that used our students' blood. So, you never know who we're going to be saving the life of, that your blood can save the life of. That's a real big thing. What's really neat is they get back to us and they tell us actually who got our blood. So it's really cool. You don't know which pint specifically, but they'll tell us, this, there's this type of service and this type
How
of
many pints do you donate?
I know.
One.
That's awesome.
One time.
one at a time,
About a year.
twice a semester.
That's great. Also, if you're serving as a board member in another college and Marin club, you get 10 points. I think I see some of you. John, are you a board member?
Director of Technology.
Is that a board member?
He is
The
a board
board
member
position.
of your student government also. So
Yeah, so you get your points for that cap, for the community involvement.
and there's lots of other clubs on campus too.
Yes, in fact, I don't know how many of you are studying business, but I just came across Nancy Willett, and she's the business law professor. They are actually starting the business club here at College of Marin this semester, so that's also.
We have all kinds. There's a club starting up, which is a student design, student built, and student race car club. It's an international engineering, part of an international engineering. We have electric vehicle clubs. We have debating, Model NU clubs. We have all kinds of stuff.
So without having to go through each one of these, I'm going to let you read over the rest of the stuff, and if you have any questions, let us know. We'll have Q&A at the end of the meeting, so we can answer any of your questions. But I guess, I haven't covered the college and cultural activities. If you attend the Alpha Gamma Sigma conference, the one we had in April, you get 15 points. And that's actually, I think, a great way, and it's a great experience. You get to meet with not only do you meet other people from other colleges, they have lots of workshops you can go to, and it's included in that. Yes, Jessica, sorry.
Along that note, with the AGS Spring Convention, it happens every year in the spring, where, as Dina said, all of the AGS chapters, active AGS chapters from around community colleges get together, so it's a great way to interact with other AGS members from other schools. Every other year it flip-flops between Northern California and Southern California. This year, we're lucky enough that it's actually happening here in Northern California. It will be in San Jose between April 4th and April 6th. The reason that I am bringing this up now is because, as one of the advisors, I'm helping with registration, and if you are contemplating going, I just want to let you know that I have to send out the registration packet no later than February 26th. Even though the conference doesn't happen until April, we have to pay for it and get the money out by February 26th. So if you're thinking about going, we're going to need to collect the money almost at the second AGS meeting, unless we have enough money in the AGS coffers to cover people, and then we can, pay ourselves back. That's an option, but otherwise we need to start collecting money. So start thinking about it. ASCOM has generously given AGS $5,000 towards our convention costs, which luckily this time around doesn't have to go towards travel since we're within driving distance, so more of that can go towards covering our actual costs at the hotel and food. So the cost to you should be minimal. I don't want to quote an exact price, but I believe last year the student contribution was $80 rather than the $275 it would originally cost you if you were paying for everything yourself. So it's a really good deal, and it's a wonderful event. Students never come away unhappy from that event, and they feed you for the entire weekend. So it's
Right,
free
and
to.
the conference we just went to in fall was really great because they actually, it was only a 1 day conference, but they had every hour, they had various workshops from like yoga and motivational speaking, and they had experts there on how to like ace your interview if you're looking for a job and like the things that they're looking for today in the job market. They were also, what else is there?
College application,
Right.
transfer information, scholarship
Internships.
writing, internships.
There's like studying abroad also.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really interesting because that was, I really talked about when I was here. So if
Right.
you're interested in that.
So not only do you get a chance to hang out with your friends from school and go out, go somewhere for a couple of days, it actually, like you have access to so many experts and people that are there that want to help you that would be useful for the future.
And they also have a lot of the speakers were former AGS members that have gone on and gotten accepted to Haas School of Business or
Right.
San Luis Obispo, lots of very good schools in California. And they came back and talked about how much AGS helped them, so it was a really positive experience.
So the additional forms in your packet are the yellow page is your point report. So at the end of the semester, you will need to fill this out with all of your the ways you fulfill the categories. And usually, what we do, if you had gone to like a farmer's market, which you get points for, you just snap a photo of yourself there at the farmer's market, or attach your receipt from the farmer's market. Things like if you've gone to the movies or whatever the point guidelines say you could do for that category, we will need proof that you were there. Events that we put together, like bake sales and stuff like that, we'll have records of that, but the stuff that you do outside of the college, you will have to make sure you keep track of that and you attach it to this form, which you will submit at the end of the semester. And so we then tally up all your points and that gets recorded in your next sheet. The green page is a study group contract. So if you're doing a study group for any of your classes, you'll need to have your study group, buddies sign this form, and then you just turn that in along with your point sheet at the end of the semester. Also, tutoring contract. If you are someone who tutors other students, you can use this form to fill it out, and it's pretty self-explanatory. And just sign it and include that as well with your point sheet. So that's pretty much it. The membership applications are due on Monday, February 17th. So you can either drop them off at Student Services 119, and that's over in the cafeteria to the right side where the vending machines are. There's a little hallway you go through there, and our office is there. So you can either slip it under the door or leave it in the little door mailbox that we have. Or maybe, if you see me on campus.
Now?
No.
Sorry?
Yeah, I didn't think that box was functional.
We're gonna get it fixed.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, we're gonna get it figured out. So attach a $25 check or cash to your application, and if you're writing a check, make it out to Alpha Gamma Sigma. If you have any other questions, or you need more information, just email us at ags@marin.edu. Yes.
When is the next meeting?
The next meeting is going to be 2 weeks from now. So the way they're set up, I actually don't have a slide with the meeting dates, but I will have them up on the website by mid next week.
They're on the calendar already. So
Oh, they are? Okay. So it's every 2 weeks on the days like Wednesday and Thursday. So we have 2 meetings for the week. And the Wednesday meetings are at 1 o'clock in this room. The Thursday meetings are at 2 o'clock in the Fusselman Hall 120. But this will be on our website, so, and if you have questions, let us
So
know.
the second Wednesday AGS meeting will be February 12th in here.
Great. So you can bring your applications in then, because it will be before the due date. And otherwise, if you end up turning it in late, I don't think we'll be able to accept any applications. If you're late, we'll give you a month after the due date here, so March 17th. If you turn in your application after March 17th, we're gonna have to turn you down, unfortunately, because you have to follow certain rules.
How many numbers are there?
Good question. It changes every semester. I think last semester we had about 45, maybe 50. But I have been, this is my sixth semester here, and there have been semesters with like 80 or even 100 members.
We had
or
120
over
some
so
odd ones.
it just depends. It fluctuates. I think that the spring semesters are probably like there are more members because they do, you get the invitation after the fall, after you come here, after the first semester here. So. And I promise I will conclude this pretty soon. We're going to try to do a bake sale on February 13th before Valentine's Day, and then I just had the blood drive that Steve spoke on February 24th. But we will have more events for you guys up by probably end of next week. I'm going to try to put together all the community service and all the other stuff.
And regarding the bake sales, if you make stuff that doesn't have bread, like wheat, or dairy, or all sorts of specialties, Jessica can't have any dairy. So you get brownie points with her if you make something that's dairy free. But also we can sell it for more if it's kind of specialty.
Yeah, you make specialty items.
Tailored, yeah. Nut free, gluten free, dairy free, kosher, whatever you want to make.
So one of the things that a requirement for AGS is that you must either be present at the meeting, or if you can't make it, you can watch the meetings online. So we're going to have them on our Facebook page and the website. So you can go on there. And what you have to do, you have to watch the video and then email us with 5 points of something from that video in order to get credit for watching. You don't get any points though for watching the video. You get a point if you come to an actual meeting. So remember to do that. And does anyone have any questions? Yes.
Wait, so do we get a point for showing up at this meeting?
Yes, absolutely. So did everyone sign their name in the sign-in sheet that we had passed around? No. Okay, so make sure you put your name there, and we will make sure. Next time we're going to have your names printed on the sign-up sheet, so you'll just have to put your initials and we'll be done. You don't have to write your names every time. So thank you everyone for coming. Sorry it was kind of like tedious and boring, but I have to do it.
Next time, not only is gel,
I hope. Thank you, Barbie.
what you do is you buy the gel inserts, the picture pictures, and you take those with you when you go by, and then you don't take them to that set of those. The gel inserts like because they fit that set of shoes perfectly. Probably using the gel insert to multiple shoes. I tried that a lot. They wear on. But I'm not listening. I bought these little gel inserts actually in the heel because I'm running bruises my heel.
Show what they're doing to you.
Walking it the other day. Last Saturday, I took a walk in it for 5 miles. You know, I got home.
I know. I would have actually wanted to say I ended my cultural class here right to the AGS meeting.
Wednesdays and Thursdays, so it'll be 2 weeks of
I'm so excited. This semester, they expect me to have 10 weeks. I didn't see it.